Welcome. It is Spoiler Fridays,
Spoiler Fridays
from Bandai.
Thank you.
Them releasing a bunch of information on their new set, which is Series 5, aka Miraculous Rebirth, right?
Oh.
That's going to be available. Yeah, Miraculous Rebirth.
Really?
Yeah, that's what it's called.
I have not looked at the set name.
Yeah, so
something
it's
about wishing. Yeah.
yeah. So they're pushing the whole wish mechanic and Shenron and giving us a bunch of cool stuff. So why don't you talk about like what we've been getting since now, because this isn't the first time we get spoilers, but what are they trying to do with this set?
They're trying to start new mechanics since, like, I think the theme of the last series, like a few of them, were attack, draw a card, untap 2 leaders.
Mm-hmm.
Now there's wish leaders. It's a new mechanic where you awaken, and instead of drawing 2 or untapping 2, you take a desire card, add it to your hand, and your backside has 3 different effects that you can do. Not just draw cards, swing, draw a card. It's like variety. You can choose what you want to do, and it's one of the wishes is a game-ending effect, usually for every leader, and it's pretty much. I feel like they're trying to make game-ending mechanics come to Dragon Ball.
Yeah, I feel like they're playing a lot on the combos and stuff like that. They want people to maybe play more thematic type
Themes,
decks,
yeah.
you know. And I don't blame them for that. I think themes are cool. I've liked World Martial Arts. I like Tournament of Power. I just didn't like how much, like how many cards you can include in the deck, right? Like every announcer deck looks the same because you only have X amount of cards. But those were small sets. So this is a big set.
And
maybe
it gets support later on in little trinkles.
Yes, exactly.
Support.
They keep putting it by editing the characteristic or the trait or whatever.
I honestly thought that the Ginyu Force would never see more support than set 1, and it's still today. There's more support for it. That's insane.
Yeah, no, it's fantastic. But actually, speaking about that, we do have the all of the Series 5. It's called Miraculous Revival, actually, available on our site. So if you guys want to do any type of pre-orders and stuff like that, make sure you always check out ProPlayGames.com. We got the lowest prices. We actually have a special going on, $65 a box or $62.50 per case. So it's a little bit cheaper than you see on our website. But that could only be attained by messaging the Pro Play Games page. Oh, okay. Because our website is ran by TCG Player, we have some fees that we have to incur on there. So the lowest, we're always going to be the lowest on TCG Player, but sometimes you'll find a cheaper price on independent websites. And we will always, we'll always price match and price beat those independent websites, by the way, guys. So, you know, if you find something cheaper than our deal, you know, you could always go onto our website, onto our Facebook, or email us, and we'll give you a PayPal invoice and we'll match that. So you'll never find a lower deal than ProPlayGames.com. So make sure you get all your stuff.
Gravity Boost says, "Yo, George, me and 2 buddies will join the Patreon if Marcel plays a match with his hoodie on and some shades on as well."
Oh, of course. I mean, I think I'm surprised it hasn't happened yet. We actually have some exclusive battle series on the Patreon, guys. So we always are open to suggestions on what to do on there, and we keep the competitive battle series on Patreon. I don't think we've ever done a competitive battle series on YouTube. Those are kind of like for the fans and stuff like that. But we do keep the competitive ones, like, you know, right before we go to regionals, we'll play our decks against each other and see how they play out.
A lot of people go to our YouTube to, like, see what's playing for locals.
Yeah. Those are, like, the fun, casual decks, like, you know, nothing too crazy.
Regionals or preparing for regionals, like, on our Patreon.
We spoil the spice.
Right before the event, we just do the top-tier decks and play them.
Okay, so enough about that. Let's go on to why we're all here today, which is the spoilers, right? Series 5, Miraculous Revival. Let's start off with the super rares, the most exciting, right? This is why we play, you know, Dragon Ball Super, right? For the super rares, to play shiny cards, right? At least that's why I play. Cards. I want to play my super rares.
Heard everything's getting SPR versions.
Yes, every one of these super rares that you see here are gonna come in an SPR version.
Yeah, and they really look good as SRs.
And they're really, they're really.
So you can't afford the one that you're still gonna be playing with shiny cards.
It's gonna be much cheaper now. You're gonna see the prices of SPRs go down a lot more, which is good.
They're gonna be easier to pull.
Yeah, but you're gonna actually be able to do those play sets and stuff like that. So it's gonna be super cool. But speaking of super, we got Super 17 cell absorbed.
Oh man!
So this is. By the way, people are talking about, like, when does cell when does the absorb cell type thing?
Bigger?
Yeah, you could probably do that.
Didn't really do anything, but okay.
Doesn't really do too much. Yeah. This is the size of the picture on the Dragon Ball Super website. By the way, this is actually copy and pasted onto our group, which is up here somewhere. You can see. I think so. I should say our group somewhere up here. Yeah. So there's our group link if you ever want to go on that group, but. These are the spoilers from there. Super 17 cell absorbed. It reads critical, dual attack, deflect, auto, sparking 10, which is kind of high sparking cost.
Yeah, but it's a finisher, so it's worth
yeah.
it.
Because especially in androids, because you always want to overroam and stuff like that. So
yeah, I would say you can't really what's her name, Toa. You can't really use her in this situation.
Yeah, no, you can't. So Super 17
until after he attacks.
So with this one, it's good because sure you want to play overwhelm and stuff like that, but you need to have 10 in the warp. I mean 10 in the drop. So you can't really. You need to time this really well. I mean, this is a 5-drop.
Cost and return
Yeah.
situation. Like, you can't do this, but you can do this. So, and it's fair because it's a powerful effect, guys.
It's pretty powerful.
Every time this card attacks, your opponent has to discard 2 cards from their hand and put it in the drop area if your leader is a green android.
Yes, green android. Which we're getting a new android leader, by the way.
We are?
It's going to be an Android 7 Super 17 leader.
Like, you just...
Yeah, it's not spoiled. It was in the video.
It was in the video?
It was in the video, like in the corner. It was like low-key in the corner.
So that's 3 green android leaders. You got Android 18, 17, Android 14, and not 14, 13, and Android Super 17. Yeah. I don't know what his effect is for Super 17, but the current green androids, it reduces the cost of Android cards. Android 17. Do you think this counts? Does he considered one of those 2 cards that reduce the cost?
Yeah, he's an android.
But he is Super 17, not Android 17.
Oh, yeah, true. I don't think he gets reduced.
I feel like they might release cards that have cheat him out a little bit earlier, potentially, right?
Possibly.
I did see that in the video as well. Like a smaller version of Super 17. You might be able to have Union Absorb. I feel like if he absorbs a 17,
it might have a Union Absorb.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because he's 2 17s put together, right? As a character.
That's essentially what the backstory is, and with the whole cell absorbed, I'm not sure what that means. Maybe he did absorb cell in Heroes, maybe, or maybe he absorbed. I don't know. He absorbed himself. Or
I think this was in GT, right?
Fusions, yeah.
So I didn't watch that. Not gonna lie.
I did watch a little bit of it, but I don't remember exactly how Super 17 came out to be.
For people that don't know what the keywords are, critical. If it does damage, they don't take the card to their hand. It goes to the drop area. Dual attack means he can attack twice, which is very important because every time he attacks, he makes them pitch 2. So he attacks twice. That's 4. That's really strong. And deflect means he can't be bloodlusted, essentially, or crusher bolt. So yes. that's kind of a buff from the cell chain because it could get bloodlusted. This one can't.
So maybe this is an alternative so that people don't have to rely too much on the cell chain, but. Yeah. Still, regardless, a very powerful card. I mean, it's only 20k for 6 energy, which doesn't make me feel too good. I wish it would have been like 25. It is a 1k combo, which is fine because most of the androids are 5ks. Yeah. So you got to have some type of buff, right?
It's thematically staying into the whole discard mechanic, which is what those decks have already been doing, like cell chaining. So discard is very linked to green, I guess.
Yep. Okay, so let's go on to the next one. We have
Janemba.
Let's go back
beautiful.
to this. Yeah. Janemba. Okay, so this one was this spoiled today? I feel like this because blue was spoiled today. So this
blue
was
spoiled today.
Okay.
The whole blue engine,
and
but they did SRs as well
okay.
for one of each color. So this is a 5-drop Janemba, 5 blue specified, by the way. So you need to be playing a mono blue deck to be getting this card out, I assume. If you want to hard cast them. What does he say? So he's a 25k power, 1 plus 10k combo. Critical, which I think is what the theme of Janemba is. A lot of his leader has critical when he attacks, so I guess his cards will too. When you play this card, you can't play himself again throughout the turn. Okay?
Because there is going to be a combo that we're going to see later that can go and...
It would be an infinite loop if that word wasn't there. All right. Activate main, sparking 10. So I see a theme here. Sparking 10 for your finishers, right? All right, what does it say?
Sparking 10, so it pretty much describes what sparking is. Place this card at the bottom of its owner's deck. If your leader card is evil incarnate, right? So it's pretty much Janemba.
Right. It's like a Phantom Demon for Hybrid Guard.
Exactly. Choose up to 1 Janemba card from your warp with an energy cost of 4 exactly 4.
It has to be 4.
And play it, yeah. So I think as of now, there's only 1 target for them.
So the 5-drop turns back into a 4-drop.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's read what the...
I mean, he's 20. Yeah. He's 25K.
I feel like we need to see the whole list of the Janemba chain to see what they all do.
I do like how he's a 25K though. That's Android 16. I mean, I guess the Android can swing twice, so that's probably why.
But
it's
he
20K.
summons himself again, so it's 2 attacks.
Yeah, that's true. Frieza,
3-drop Frieza.
back from hell.
This is a 3-drop, right? So
It's a 3-drop, yeah.
Remember in the demo deck, there was a 2-drop that said when it dies, summon a 3-drop.
Does it?
Yeah. So they're making more 3-drop Friezas just for that card. I see. What does it say?
So this is super rare. Permanent, only 1 Frieza back from hell can be played in your battle area. So you can only have 1 of these on board.
So he must be really strong. So you can't stack them.
Yeah. That's kind of.
What is he? What else?
Okay. Activate main once per turn. Choose 1 of your opponent's battle cards in rest mode, ignoring barrier. Ooh. It can't switch to active mode until the start of your next turn. So I like that ability.
So
I like the freezing.
Stunning.
Yeah, I like the freezing your opponent's card. I like freezing it so that they really can't do anything.
They can't use that card ever again. Pretty much.
Yeah, exactly.
But you can't chain this because it says you can only have 1 in your field.
Yes, but it says until the start of your next turn. So the next turn you can target it again. So you could as long as it freezes out.
Activate skill.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So that card's stunned forever.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I forgot to mention that's an activate skill. Activate main once per turn.
Okay.
So you can do this over and over and over and over again and keep stunning your opponent's board.
This card has a lot of card text. This has to be good. It's like the Kale level of card text.
And that's only the first effect, right? And then the second effect here is another once per turn activate main.
Sparking.
This one requires a sparking 7.
Wait, that is a new mechanic for this set, right? Burst,
sparking,
burst and sparking.
Burst and sparking are brand new.
Discards cards. Sparking uses the cards that are in your discard pile as a requirement to use the ability, and it's really strong.
Exactly. So for this one, it's sparking 7. So if your opponent has 7 or more cards in rest mode, so that means energy too. So energy, this includes energy, non-battle cards like fields as well. So if their planet M2, for example, is tapped. This is just 7 or more cards in rest mode, just cards, not battle cards or anything like that. And if your leader card is a yellow Shenron card.
That's very specific.
Very specific.
So sorbet leader only.
Yes, pretty much.
Until they revealed
and
more.
This card is in rest mode.
Jeez, that's a lot of card text. What else does it do? What does it do for that?
Deal 1 damage to your opponent.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it just burns.
Just burn.
It burns.
Yes.
You're inventing burn decks, guys.
He's back from hell, and he's bringing the flames of hell with him. He's gonna burn your attack. Yeah,
it's a 3-drop. That's great. That's why there's only 1 allowed on the field. That's insane.
Yeah, no. Seems pretty easy. It seems like there's a lot. You need to have a lot of stuff out there. It is only 7. The thing is, you need to have 7 in your drop area, right? And then your opponent has to have 7 cards rested. So if they're playing cards, their cards are getting rested, right? So they have to really...
Because yellow has a lot of effects that rest cards.
Yes, okay. And then yellow has a lot of cards that rest cards already. So if you're not resting them, I'll rest them for you type thing.
And your leader ability taps 2 of their energy.
Yes.
For the wish mechanic.
Yes.
So it's definitely a finisher.
Yes.
It's surprising. It looks weak because it's a 3-drop, but it's actually a late game finisher.
This card's very strong at 3 with 20k power, and has the ability.
And it's flexible. You can use it early game and late game.
I like how this card has to be in rest mode too. So like once you use the ability of burning, your opponent can now overextend and try to kill it.
Okay.
So there's not he's always going to be there.
It puts your opponent on a clock for real.
Exactly.
Because you're going to do 1 damage per turn.
So I like this card a lot. Our friend Brennan DeCandio also likes this card too.
I bet Peter likes it too.
Yeah, Peter probably loves it because he loves anything with Frieza. Next one, this is a card that you like.
Amazing.
This is a card that you like, not just because it's Vegeta in Mass Saiyan form, but he has crit and
I love it.
It has to do with Black Saiyans too, Black leaders actually. So you can, and it's also something that feeds off Saiyans. So we're gonna, you read this card before.
Yeah. So I love this card. This is probably my favorite explorer for today. During your turn, if your leader card is black, so it's limiting. I like how they're limiting cards because some things are just too broken when they're too generic. If your leader's black and you or your opponent, like combined, if they have 15 Saiyans in your discard, this card, if it gets negated or it fails to deal damage, your opponent you got to choose one card in their life and send it to the warp. So it's like critting it away. So no matter what, they're gonna take a damage. Because if you swing and they let it through, it's critical. So they're not getting the life. And if they survive it or negate it, they're taking life anyways.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is hit the 15 card sands in you and your opponent's discards combined to get its effect going. And what I really like is the Black Mass Sand Leader, because it always brings back a 3-drop or more black card from your discard pile, so this card can't like go away. It'll always be there, no matter if your opponent kills it or not. So
I love it. I love this. Love this card.
That's 2 burn cards in a row. It is burn. They deal damage no matter what.
It's also 1900, which is really
weird.
Yeah.
It's pretty much 20k worth of defense,
yeah,
but 15k worth of attack.
And I like that. I like how they're starting to do that. Honestly,
yeah,
they got to move off.
Numbers.
They got to move off the whole 15 and 20s and 25s and increments of 5. They just gotta do something cool, you know. I mean, you could even do 1850 just to troll, you know.
18,000. No, 9,001 power. They need to do that,
which gives them a lot of flexibility and a lot of like maneuverability on like what you can possibly do with this. So that's why I really like that. But on to the next one, we have Yamcha at 100%. We got a Yamcha
they
super
made a
rare.
Yamcha super rare. What is going on?
They snapped.
They snapped.
3-drop.
Okay, so another 3-drop.
Double
SR.
red.
They're doing really cheap SRs now.
Yes, I like that. I'm a fan of cheap SRs. Not as cheap as Bardock.
Yeah, that's
way too
cheap, guys.
Too cheap.
But it's not cheap if you try to buy it.
But I think I think the three
nice curve.
Yeah, that 3-drop spot for super rares I think is fantastic.
I think 2 and 3 is the least used energy slots in the whole game. Usually a lot of people use 1-drops and 2-drops that count as 1-drops, and then the 4-drop is like where everything pivots.
Yeah,
4-drops are like a big deal.
Yeah, so 3-drop, activate main once per turn, burst 5. So you can place
your discard.
So you must place the top 5.
Oh, it's burst 5.
Yeah, burst 5.
So
yeah,
you lose the top 5 cards of your deck.
Yeah, lose the top 5 if your leader card is a red Earthling card. So
Hercule.
Very specific. Yes. Earth. Wow.
Yeah.
Hercule.
Yeah. Let's see what it says.
That's great. For the duration of the turn, this card gains plus 6,000 power, so it goes up to 25.
Oh yeah.
Can't have its attack negated.
Oh boy.
And it deals 2 damage to your opponent's life when it KOs an opponent's battle card. So it's kind of like a mini miraculous attack.
Yeah.
Comeback.
Now I know why it's a Yamcha card, because Yamcha leader says you can attack active mode cards with a red if your card's red. Oh my. 25k burn and it kills a card because you're attacking it?
No, yeah, you need this for the Yamcha deck. That seems insane. So your leader actually makes this guy insane.
Yeah. Wow.
That's sweet.
That's
Ooh, have fun playing those 1-drops, guys.
Hope
you don't play
don't play any 1-drops. You can't negate it. It's gonna happen. Oh wow. I like these cards. This is Zethios' favorite SR. And I can't wait to see an SPR version of this, because everything gets SPR version.
Man,
and
that is...
Peter Catani's right bicep is in that. I guess he spelled bicep wrong.
Bicep.
All right, welcome to the...
Peter Catani's in the house, or at least his right bicep. Yeah. All right, so Yamcha, very good card. I like this card for sure. Yeah. Is that all of the SRs?
Yep,
that's it. All right, guys. On to our next album, right? This could all be found, by the way, on our group, Pro Play Games Miami Dragon Ball Super Players. It's pretty much facebook.com/groups/PPG DBS. I'll write it in the chat for you guys. But let's go back to albums on here. Everything's nicely organized for you guys, so you can actually see everything. Let's go to Dash Pack now. Let's go to Dash Pack because it's only 7 cards. So let's do Dash Pack.
What is that card? 1-star Dragon Ball?
Yeah. So this is the art for the Super Dash Pack coming out for Series 5. So we've actually missed Dash Packs since Colossal Warfare, right? Tournament of Power didn't have them. Ultimate, not Tournament.
I thought it was for every set.
World Martial Arts didn't have it.
Oh, because in between sets don't have them.
Galactic Battle didn't have it all the way at the beginning.
Yeah, because they didn't advance it yet.
Yeah, and then
they did it for
Ultimate Box didn't have it. Yeah, they had it for the last big set, which was Colossal Warfare. But of course, because this is the main set, we got Dash Packs coming back, and so these are all the cards.
Like 2 per box that you buy.
Yes. Yeah, 2 per box or 1 per 12 packs that you buy.
Oh, so, you can do that.
Yeah. So anytime that you buy a booster box from us, you'll be getting those Dash Packs. included in your order free of charge. And with the first one, we got the 1-star Dragon Ball. So 1-star Dragon Ball seems. I like this. I like how they're doing. I thought they were just gonna print regular Dragon Balls, but now
like
they're
1
actually
through 7 or something.
Now they're actually
they actually are kind of.
Yeah,
this is the 1-star one.
Yeah, this is the 1-star now, and I love the artwork, by the way. It's rainbow with all the other Dragon Balls.
I never knew that they had a Dragon Ball. It's kind of like a super combo limitation. You only have 7 of them in your deck, so you can actually run 1-star and then the 6 of the generic ones. Because it's a limitation on your deck. You can't run that many.
That's crazy. I did not know that.
Yeah. All right, so let's read this whole thing.
Yeah.
If your leader is a Shenron card, draw 1 card. It's an activate main extra card for 1 energy. Then choose 1 card from your hand, place in your drop area. Okay. And your opponent chooses 1 card from their hand and then place it in their drop area. So it's kind of like the normal Dragon Ball. It just says draw a card. This one says draw a card and then pitch a card. But then your opponent pitches a card too. So it's hand destruction version of the wish mechanic. Okay. So maybe if they're like a green leader that wishes, probably the Super 17, something like that. It's going to be a hand destruction deck. You're going to want to run these Dragon Balls instead of the other ones. Now, it does cost an energy, so that's because it's a better effect. So.
Yes, yeah. Normally, the other Dragon Balls are 0, draw a card. So you have your trade-off just like with anything else, but I like this. I like having the option of like not having to play vanilla Dragon Balls in my deck, and you
don't have to run all 7 of the same one. You can run, and you can search for it. That's the cool thing because all those wish leaders search for a Dragon Ball card. You can pick this one specifically whenever you want to.
I believe maybe
because it says a lot of the.
It says Dragon Ball. Okay.
Yeah, it has a Dragon Ball tag.
As long as it has Dragon Ball tagged on it, and that's a permanent. That's a permanent keyword. Then it's fine. Yeah, that keyword should allow you to search it off other cards that say Dragon Ball.
Search for Dragon Balls.
Okay, perfect. So, really cool card. I'm very interested that it's one of the 5 dash pack promos for sure.
Yeah, you have to have it from that if you're making a hand destruction deck.
Yep. Next one is the yellow. So, black got their card. Now, yellow's getting theirs. A Negating Fist. Super Saiyan Blue Son Goku.
It's a counter attack, so it's a negate.
Yeah, only 2 energy.
And you
so
play
that's
it. So, you're playing a 15k when you negate an attack. But it's a 2-cost card, so it's like summoning in between turns. All right. What does it activate main? 3 yellow.
3 yellow. Jeez. Place this card in your drop area. Choose up to 1 yellow skillless Saiyan battle card with an energy cost of 3 or less from your deck or your drop area and play it. Whoa.
We found the answer to the champion pack Goku.
Oh, vanilla. Yes. We found a use.
Yes, he's 3 or less. He has no skills. You can drop a 30k for 3. What? What is a deck search version of it? All right. So you can attack 15 and then kill it to summon a 30k of it.
Okay.
That's interesting. And it's also a counterattack, so it's flexible.
Yeah, it's a Son Goku. Unfortunately, it's not like a Universe 7 or something, but...
The Resurrection of Frieza Saga, okay.
Because think about it, if it was Universe 7, right, and you played like Frieza Leader, you can just like bring it out for free.
And it's interesting.
And then Frieza Leader, you discard all your Son Gokus and then you bring them back.
Okay. So this is like a Master Roshi but for 2 energy and has more like effects. Interesting. But you gotta be playing a lot of yellow cards because it's double yellow specified to play it. Interesting.
Let's go on to the next one. We got green. Inferno Forged Hellfighter 17. Of course, we would have a 17 here because 17 looks like it's being pushed a lot in this set for sure.
So this is a 19k power card. So they're like they said that you're adding weird numbers to this game. So it's 15k pretty much dual attack, but defensively your opponent has to trade up to try to get rid of it. So this is actually a 2-drop if you play the Android leader. So the 2-drop 15k dual attack, that's just power creep right there. That's really strong. for only 2 energy. I like it. It's pretty solid.
Very solid. It is a well, actually, is it an Android?
Yeah.
I mean,
Android.
Okay. So it does get discounted. No,
it is
it's
Hellfighter 17.
It's just a Hellfighter, yeah.
I guess he's from Hell.
Hellfighter 17. So I don't think it goes down to 2 here.
Oh no! All right, that would be too power creep then.
Yeah. Super 17 Saga. So the era Super 17 Saga. The special trait is Android/Machine Mutant. Maybe. By the way, there's a deck that also plays off a Machine
Mutant.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
There's a deck, so Dr. Mew deck. A lot of them are Machine Mutants too. So
who knows what kind of synergy we could find here?
Yeah.
I can't think of it off the top of my head.
Maybe a spawn of a new deck. Like we said, there's a new leader, so we don't know what that's gonna do.
Yeah,
maybe that plays with Machine Mutants too. Maybe it's a Machine Mutant leader. Maybe you need this specific android to level up into your Super 17.
Yeah, and maybe you might need to absorb Hellfighter 17.
Yeah, maybe.
Character.
Maybe. Who knows? But this seems cool.
It's only from the dash pack. So
I'm sure there's going to be some use to that.
Oh
for
my,
sure.
they have a leader card.
They have a
this.
Janemba leader, yes. So let's read the front first because...
yeah.
All right,
you can't include energy cards of energy cost 5 or more in your deck.
What?
Huh. So that kind of stops him from being used, right?
No, you can still use
because the 5-drop
drop.
SR, you can't use it. You can't include cards with energy costs of 5 or more. So you can only do 4 or less. Which is my kind of deck, guys. I like low cost cards.
So maybe this is not because there is a Janemba leader coming out. This is a promo Janemba leader, which is the first time, by the way, that they've dash packed
a leader.
A leader. They've never dash packed a leader. The closest thing that they've gotten to dash packing a leader is draft box leaders, but those are promo leaders, right? So this is a non-draft box promo leader, which is super cool. And maybe this is just a leader so that you can play a regular, like, you know how you can play a normal blue shell with almost any leader. Maybe you can play a normal blue shell with this leader, but you have no big end game, right? Your biggest end game will probably be like at all cost Vegeta or something that you can play on 4.
Yeah, he's
that's
4,
like in blue,
but he's a 5-drop.
Yeah,
he does something on 5 energy.
Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, that's true. But
I don't know anything to do on turn 5 because you can't play 5 drops.
Maybe he's an aggressive leader. I don't know.
Let's read it. Let's read it.
Yeah. So permanent. Yeah, that's the permanent, which is a huge downside, I think, in my eyes.
Yeah,
but
limitations are always bad / good because
because then you have access to better cards.
Remember the limitation for SS3? You can't go. Yeah, no one cared.
Yeah,
no one cared about having 6 energy or more.
So that normally means that the leader's fantastic.
Yeah, it's a limitation that means the leader can be better off.
Mm-hmm. So this one says, when this card attacks, draw a card and place 2 cards from the top of your deck, of your opponent's deck.
We have a mill deck, guys.
We have a
Yay! We have mill in Dragon Ball Super.
Mill. Place 2 cards from the top of your opponent's deck in their drop area.
That helps. That might help people, though.
Yeah, because sparking.
Yeah, sparking.
But then if they're playing burst to fuel their sparking, then they're really going to get hurt by their burst cards because their burst cards have no option.
All right, let's see.
That's incredible.
So it's attack, draw a card. That's good. Life 4 or less, you choose 2 energy, and then flip it over. So it's kind of generic. So hopefully its backside is like insane or something.
Yeah, let's see the backside. I'm really excited.
It makes sense because he eats something, I guess. That's why he discards.
All right, turns into this red demon looking guy. I don't even.
Yeah,
where
does it was a movie where Gogeta was the main idea.
Oh, okay. I gotta go watch that. Okay, when this card attacks...
We advertise it all the time. We get promos.
When this card attacks, draw 1 card and place 2 cards from your opponent's top of your opponent's deck.
So it's still like a mill deck. You can mill your opponent.
I love it.
I think this is the answer to Hercules.
Yeah, this is cool. Play this against Hercule. Have them have
when this card
time.
is attacked, you may place 1 blue card from your hand and drop area. If you do, negate the attack and negate the skill for the duration of the game. The game.
Holy cow. For the duration of the game? When this card...
Yeah, I feel like this is just going to be a mill deck. Like, they actually just try to invent a mill deck.
Yeah.
But because you can't use the whole Janemba engine, so it's going to be different.
Yes.
Because it stops the SR from being played. I'm very interested. I'll theory craft this later, maybe.
Yeah, no, this seems like a really fun deck.
Yeah.
If they print the efficient pieces for it, which we saw a new Majin Buu, by the way, which I'm super excited about. You know, the power creep to Majin Buu. Majin Buu on steroids.
Yeah, it's this Majin Buu's card text and then more. So... It might be a little bit better.
All right, next final one, I think. It's going to be the red Fortune Teller Baba. Earth Seer.
Seer, yes.
1 drop. I love it. Oof.
Uh-oh. Is this Earthling support, really?
Earthling support.
When you play this card, choose up to 1 of your Earthling cards in your leader area or battle area and it gains 5k power for the rest of the turn. Auto, when you combo with this card in your battle area, draw a card, choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards and it gets minus 5k. So this is like... the 1-drop pan, but for Earthlings. Remember the 1-drop pan when you combo it, draw a card, and then give 5k to a red card? This is pretty much it for Earthling leaders, I guess. But it also has the added effect of minus 5k your opponent's battle card. So that's like removal on top. That's a lot. That's draw, boost, power, and kill at the same time. That's a lot in 1 card. That's pretty awesome.
That is a lot, and it's a 1 drop.
Nice.
I like it.
5k pump.
Yeah, 1 drop. I do like the Earthling support. I'm always down for newer.
I see the synergy with
out?
the Yamcha leader here because you can give a card. Yeah, Earthling card in your battle area, 5k, and if it's red, he can give it the ability to attack active mode cards, and it stays for the whole duration, so it can keep attacking things in active mode.
All right, let's. I think that's it for the dash pack cards. Let's go on to the blue, which you're going to see the Majin Buu that we're talking about, the new roid infused Majin Buu. If you can go back here to the albums here. Remember, guys, the Facebook group is right up here. I actually put it on there for you guys. Facebook.com/groups/PPG DBS for all DBS related news with Pro Play Games. Definitely join this channel. Let's go to the photos, let's go to the albums, and let's go to Series 5 Blue Spoilers.
I love blue cards.
This one is very exciting. Marcel was having a mini heart attack during this whole thing. I was just like, dude, we should read it together for the first time on stream. So I prevented from reading some of them. But like this guy, I mean, we already went over this super rare, right? Yeah. So we were talking about, okay, well, this card is only as good as what the 4-drop would look like, right?
Yeah,
so
we need to know what all the pieces do. So
exactly. So we know exactly what the 4-drop looks like now.
Ooh.
Phantom Strike Janemba here.
That card art looks amazing.
Yeah, no, it looks great. It looks like he's losing his... this is definitely his final blow here.
So he has critical, so
yes.
That's another theme of Janemba. They like to have crit. Okay.
I like the crit. Everybody loves crit, especially this guy.
I love crit. It's back. Auto, when you play this card... no, you're not.
No, when this card is sent from the battle area.
When this card is sent from the battle area, these card texts are so small. You gotta read it for me.
All right. When this card is sent from a battle area to a warp,
Really?
That's funny. So
okay.
That maybe is there a way to send it to your opponent's warp? Who knows? Choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards and send it to the owner's warp.
Okay. So
then look at the bottom of your deck and add
one
Janemba card from your. One
Janemba
card.
To your hand. So if you look at the bottom of your deck and there's a Janemba card, you add it
from it to your hand. Yeah, exactly.
And you also remove a card on their board. But
yes.
he goes to the warp too, so he's gone.
Yes.
So it's 1 for 1, I guess. All right, what else does he do for you? Activate main.
Yes, send this card to its owner's warp.
Okay, so that's how it triggers the effect. Okay.
If your opponent has 4 or more energy and Janemba card isn't in play in your battle area, choose up to 1 Janemba card with an energy cost of 5 from your hand in play.
So you send the card to the warp, so it's no longer in the battle area. So it meets the requirement of no Janembas being the area. If you have a 5-drop in your hand, you play it. And his other effect says when he goes to the battle area from the warp, he warps to one of their cards too.
Yes.
So it's removal, and it's a summon trigger. Like it cheats out a 5-drop.
Mm-hmm.
But the condition is your opponent has to have 4 energy at least. Okay.
Seems
so
okay.
Unless someone can stop charging at 3, this is probably gonna happen.
I don't think anybody. Yeah, maybe the Herdegarn deck if it's still alive with the untapping energy.
No, Herdegarn loves 4 energy because they get their effect on the backside.
I mean, but it can play perfectly fine with the 3, you know?
Yeah. But, you know.
Seems good. This is a rare, by the way. So you got rare into super rare. So this is kind of like Evolving Evil Cell, where you have the rare into super rare.
Goes into the 7-drop. So there must be a common card that starts the whole thing, right?
Yeah. Let's go on to the next one. This one we've seen before. It's kind of older, but since we're reviewing blue, we're going to go and hit this one too. This one was spoiled off of a magazine that Bandai had somewhere.
From the demo decks.
Is demo decks?
Yeah, the demo deck little pamphlet.
Oh, yes. The pamphlet from demo decks. We got Dimension Magic. Counterattack if your leader card is blue, so not just Janemba, just
which is
blue.
A misplay. I don't know why it's not just
Janemba it should have just been Janemba, because that would have been great in the mill deck.
Yeah, it would have at least limited it to him.
Negate the attack and then choose up to 2 of your blue energy. At least they learned to specify just blue.
Okay.
And switch them to active mode. Permanent, sparking 5. You can take a life instead of paying the energy.
So this card is pretty much Lisa's Coercion plus 1, but only for blue. Leaders and only blue energy, which is different than that guy. And it can potentially be like the sacrifice card that takes a life to use it instead. So it's a 0-cost one. So this Mega Freeze all over again. Remember when we were tapped out and you're like, oh, this is game. Sense of being for 0, untap 2. Like, unexpectedness out of nowhere, and you're not tapped out.
Yep.
So this is pretty much Xeno button, but better.
This is a negate, so you can use it proactively, which I'm super, for. I'm glad that you're not able to use this just offensively like crazy and just take a life and untap 2.
Yeah,
what?
You gotta do it defensively.
But I think it should be fine. Once your opponent does this, you can just pass turn, not let them use the energy, not let them get any more value.
Zelda button works. Like you just stop. Like,
it slows down the game. Whatever. Yeah, slows down all the game.
Slowing down's good.
Yeah, slows down's fine. And you can make it into a -1.
Either it should be more generic or it should be more specific. One of the two, but I don't like it being limited to just an entire color. That ruins it for everybody else.
Yeah, but I don't think it's something that's also broken. It's just very good. If I'm playing a blue leader, I'm definitely playing at least 3 copies of this card.
Yeah, Waste of Coercions is out. Like I'm just gonna run this card.
Yeah, Waste of Coercion's dead pretty much. Call of Justice.
Okay.
This is a desire card. So this is one of those cards that you can. Yeah. So this is one of those cards that you can play if you're doing some type of wish mechanic in your deck.
The wish leader. This one of the effects says draw a card. One of the effects says play a desire card for 0, as long as it's in your hand.
Yes.
Just reveal it. You play it for 0, and you get the effect.
Yes. So this one's good. It plays a little bit to the blue Shenron leader, which we're going to see later. But if your leader card is a blue Shenron card, choose one of your leader cards and switch it to active mode. So I like this interaction, being able to restand your leader. There's never been a card that does that.
Except for the Majin Buu leader when he...
Yeah, but the leader itself,
5,
the leader itself. And then there's another... there's a blue
there's dual
Goku.
Attack. There's a
dual attack Goku.
But he can do as many times as you can play Call of Justice. You can keep untapping the leader over and over again. It's pretty cool.
So it's super cool. I do like this card 100%.
We'll talk about it again.
Yes, we will talk about it again. But it's only 2 energy.
2 energy.
Very
but
good.
It can be 0 with the wish leader.
Yes. This is the new Majin Buu.
Yeah, this is the Majin Buu.
This is the new Majin Buu, guys. Get rid of your Majin Buus, rip them up, tear them up, throw them away. Because we have a almost strictly better replacement.
Yeah, it just has more card text than him, so.
It has more card text. It does not have 5k attack though. That's a big.
Pretty big deal.
I mean, we've killed people with Majin Buu, have we not?
And we've lost by 1Ks before.
Yes, and we've lost by 1Ks in battle.
I have attacked with Crono and lost by exactly 2,000.
So don't take this very lightly, but this is a little bit weaker, but it has a very, 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 very strong effect.
1 drop, draw a card. So it's just Majin Buu already. Second effect, during your turn, when your opponent plays a battle card, they have to discard. They have to choose 1 card in their hand and put it to the bottom of their deck. So it's like they're discarding a card. Now the thing is during your turn. So how does your opponent summon cards on your turn?
Shugesh.
Yeah, Shugesh. So it's another Shugesh, Silver Bullet, like I guess, and also.
The 1K combos, the free combos, the Gohans and the the Android 17 and all the ones that get summoned.
That stuff too.
Yeah, that's cool. Play this, attack. Sure, do it. Oh, damn it.
Topos.
Topo.
Yeah. So this is a Pan counter pretty much. Like Pan tries to hey, let me plus
Vegeta.
No. Yeah. Summon a double shot, draw a card, minus a card.
I love it. This card is great. Roshi's and Videls are ones that 100%.
So this is just Buu, but better.
Yeah, upside. Just pure upside.
And if you have 2 of them on the board, they stack probably. So,
they should, yeah.
Yeah.
No, great card. So it's something that you want to keep on board. It's a Majin Buu type card. It's a god, which is a big thing. So you can play the Supreme Gowasu, Universe 10 Gowasu, to look this and play it. Man, that's going to be great. I love the card. Great card. We got the super combo.
Ooh. Okay, so they made a new type of super combo where it's 0 plus 10k instead of 0 plus 0. So you can use it whenever. You can use it at 8 life and get 10,000 power for 0, but it won't draw you a card until certain requirements are met.
And this requirement is Sparking 5. So you need to have a Sparking 5 when you combo with this card and your leader card is blue, draw a card. So not only do you have to have Sparking 5, you need to have a blue leader. And this will always be a 0 plus 10k, which is fantastic.
Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah, if you're at 8 life and then someone tries to do, I don't know,
Victory Strike.
Yeah, Victory Strike. I can still pump. I don't draw a card, but I'll be able to pump it.
That happened last night. I was just like, you can't use super combos. You're at over whatever. How are you going to out combo my Victory Strike?
Surprise, the Saiyaman's to the rescue.
Yep. And then I got Jockoed and lost.
Oh, man.
But that was devastating. Yeah, this is going to be a great card. I look forward to more 0 plus 10k combos. That's breaking.
That's cool.
It's not. I don't think it's going to be, Yeah,
it's not. It's still a super combo tag. It's not like you can run more than 4. So
you also can't do this with a Fu. You can't just foo, attack, dump my hand, you know, because you gotta have sparking 5. You gotta like
Sure,
foo,
you can't overwhelm
and then
and
attack
then
with
do it.
something,
Yeah.
and then like dump on that, and then dump on the, you know, like, do you have that many cards? Probably
I
not.
think there is some cards that aren't sparking that are plus. No, maybe not. I don't know. I forgot to look at all the spoilers for every color.
All right, next blue card we got Kai Barrage. Key, sorry.
Yeah.
Key Barrage.
It was energy. Energy barrage doesn't go to.
Sen Goten. At the end of your turn, return this card to the hand.
So
yeah.
it flutes itself back.
For a
But,
10k.
So Pan is just strictly better than this, I feel like.
Obviously, yeah. But
she's
the only
15.
reason why you play this is Earthling, Saiyan,
And it's a Goten.
and it's a
So
Goten.
it's part of the
yes.
fusion combo.
Part of the fusion combo, which we're going to see when they mess up the fusion. It's hilarious.
No, that's for the other ones. But yeah, there is.
No, it's here.
No, that card is for that's Gogeta when it fails.
No. Oh, is it?
Yeah. Goku and Vegeta, Veku. Yeah.
Well, we have okay, that makes sense. We have quick thinking Gotenks.
They're playing more Union Fusion cards because of the what's his name leader Gogeta. The promo says that you can only use his effect, and then after the effect happens, you can only use Union Fusion cards. So they want to add more of that to the game.
Okay, I like it.
Union Fusion is very specific, where it says you must have the same exact power when you fuse them, like a 10k Goten and a 10k Trunks fuse, and they can that you can do it from hand, which is really interesting to know.
Yeah, really cool. But this one is a 3 cost only, critical, 15k, Union Fusion, double blue, Sun Goten, and Trunks Youth.
Same power.
Yep. When you play this card with Union, draw 2 cards.
So it makes up the pieces and it replaces themselves easily.
When this card attacks, draw 1.
So it's the red Gohan promo and the yellow Bardock from starter deck for blue. Because you don't have to do the fusion things. And it's critical. Like, it's just, wow, they're power creeping things. I think, it's those cards but with critical instead of the double strike.
Yeah, very, 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 very good. I like this card a lot. I like the cheap costed.
Value
unions,
cards, yeah.
and value and stuff like that. Like I think they're kind of lowering their curve a little bit on some cards, and I think they went too low on cards like Bardock and stuff, and then they kind of saw how some were, not as fair as maybe
in the middle.
Like, so this is kind of like you see them trying to get to achieve that like balance, which is very hard to attain, but. Let's go to the next one. Childish Heart Janemba.
So this is the first part of the... Well, no, not this first. It's the second part of it, actually. There's
second part.
More.
Oh, there's one more?
Yeah.
It's a devil or whatever?
It's what...
Whatever. The regular guy. It's like a regular guy.
Because it evolves over him.
Okay, so this is evolves over Psycho Demon.
Yeah, Psyche Demon.
Psyche Demon? Psycho Demon. Psyche Demon? Something like that. So evolves for double blue, and it's barrier. This is a barrier, dude.
19k power.
19k power, yeah. It's interesting. 3. Choose... activate main for 1 blue.
1 blue.
Yeah, choose up to 1 Janemba card from your deck.
And it's
from
3
your deck.
specified blue, by the way. So, like, you really need to be playing mono blue leader to, like, be playing these things.
Yes. Choose up to 1 Janemba card from your deck and send it to your warp. Then shuffle your deck and place this card at the bottom of its owner's deck. Then choose 1 Janemba card with an energy cost of 4 in your warp area and play it. So it doesn't have to be that exact card.
Yeah.
And
it can be, what is it, 4 energy or less?
No, just 4.
It has to be
cost
exactly
4. Yeah, it has to be 4. Just like the other one. It says like exactly
But you
this
can
number.
deck search it. So you find it from your deck and put it to the warp.
Yes.
And it's 4. Boom, put it back into the field.
Exactly.
And this one goes to the bottom of your deck.
Exactly.
I've noticed a lot of the things going to the bottom of the deck. That's kind of interesting for Janemba to be doing.
And then you can't shuffle your deck afterwards because
don't shuffle,
you
a
need
lot of the
to
effects matter.
Exactly.
So sequencing is going to be very important with this.
Yes, and I like how it goes to the bottom. If it went to the top, imagine playing the Janemba mirror with the promo leader and just mill it. That'd be funny. Okay, so this is the actual Janemba leader from the set. This is a rare. Burst 2 auto. When this card attacks, draw 1 card. And then mill yourself 2, yeah.
Which order does it matter? You mill first, right?
You probably mill first, yeah.
Yeah.
Awaken. When your life is at 4 or less, you may choose 2 of your energies, switch them to active mode, and flip this card over.
Generic.
Yeah, generic.
Yeah.
Same front row.
But with burst now.
Yeah, we'll see exactly how crazy Janemba actually gets with the Supreme Evil Janemba here. Okay. He's got a Sparking 5 ability, so you should be able to get to him pretty easy after you switch over.
Yeah, the front side effect helps that really fast.
Yeah. So
when he has 5 in the discard and he attacks.
Yes.
So you have to have 5, or else you don't even get any of this at all.
Minimum 5, yes.
So you don't get a draw card or get the 5k power crit.
5 or more, remember, yeah.
Yeah, 5 or more.
Yeah, 5. Plus 5k and crit.
I'm surprised they don't have like draw a card first on a separate line, and then you can get crit after with this party. So yeah, make sure that you have 5 in your discard before attacking with this guy, or else you won't even draw.
Choose 1 card in your hand and place it in the drop area during this turn. When your opponent activates counterplay, they choose 3 cards from their hand and places them in the drop area.
So do not bloodlust this guy. don't do it.
Yeah, just don't do counterplays against this guy because you're probably going to get in for a bad time.
So this guy doesn't have to run Killy Zone because he pretty much says, "Are you sure about that? you can do it, but bet it's gonna be bad."
No Killy Zone on this guy for sure. You can still play negates. You can still play negates.
Yeah,
right?
counterplay is for specifically like the yellow cards. I don't think they've ever made a counterplay for anything besides Ectoplasm for blue.
Yeah. So we'll see if those, maybe more of them are printed. But I like the leader. I think it's something that's playable. I think it's something that...
Yeah, I like the 20k crit.
20k crit is pretty strong.
That's from like the
to defend against.
Super Saiyan 4 yellow guy. But he's blue leader, so blue's just good.
Yeah, blue's good. Super combo. We got a Kai super combo here.
See, he's a 0 plus 10k at all the time.
Another god, so maybe we'll see finally Piccolo's, less of Piccolo in people's decks and maybe more of this. It is a god, it fits the same thing.
Leader's blue.
Yep, leader's blue.
4 or less. So
4 less life, yeah.
This is just Piccolo but better, straight up. Because he has the 0 plus 10k all the time. You can use it before. If you desperately, like someone trying to 5 to 3 you with double strike, and you're not there at the 4 life, you can still use the combo power.
Yes, you can still use the combo power. So this card is just, I don't know any reason why. Piccolo's 12 K attack.
Yeah, okay, I guess.
That's the only thing that I see.
Yeah, they're both gods. They're both blue. They're both 2-drops. One that has Winter Stamp version of it. Okay.
This one has a foil version of it.
Foil, nice. Foils.
It's common, but definitely with this set, same as always, you can get everything in foil rarity. So definitely get your foil North Supreme Kais. Keep and watch at ProPlayGames.com. Ready Stance on Goku. I think there's another one like this that's Vegeta also, but this guy has blocker and he has barrier. Yep.
2-drop.
2-drop. I actually saw this card with my meeting with Bandai on during Atlanta.
Yep.
It was like on their banner, and they were like, "Oh, yeah, you're not supposed to know about that card." I was like, "Oh, it's not a big deal."
Yeah, it really isn't. This is a 2-drop.
It's just a 2-drop blocker. It's not a big deal, but seems cool. It's only 5K, which is like I don't see the dagger in my heart.
I don't see the point of blocking with a 5K. It's just gonna die, and it's a 2-drop, so it's not a 1-drop.
I mean, the good thing about
there
that
must be some synergy somewhere else. I don't know.
No, yeah, when you Union Pator or whatever, like that's a card that's not gonna go anywhere. It's got barrier and blocker.
Yeah, you just sit it there.
You can't touch it. Yeah.
And it's gonna barrier, and next turn you can probably Patar Fusion.
Yeah, I think it's fine. Resolute Strength Son Goku, evolved for 1 blue Super Saiyan Son Goku with an energy cost of 2 or more. Is that what we just looked at?
No,
it's not Super Saiyan.
So that's interesting to note right there. It's what is it? The bracket looking things.
Yes.
Blue Super Saiyan Son Goku. I think that's the name of the card, like the actual. Like Resolute Strength Son Goku, it must say the word Super Saiyan Son Goku at the very top of the card.
Okay, so there's actually one that I saw. It was a vanilla, I think.
It's a vanilla card that you can evolve over.
So it's got Barrier, Auto, Burst 5.
So it mills the top 5.
Yes. When this card evolves into this card, choose 1 card in your life and place it in your drop area. Then choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards with energy cost 2 or less, ignoring Barrier, and place it at the bottom of its owner's deck. Then choose up to 1 Deadly Defender Vegeta from your deck or drop area and play it. Then shuffle your deck if you look through it.
I didn't know we were writing an essay today, but okay.
Right, that was.
So it ignores barrier. That's pretty cool. There's only 2 or less, so it's still not strong enough for like what threats really exist. But it destroys those link cards, I guess.
Yeah. And it summons a dude.
And it summons something else.
Yeah, summons a dude. And it only evolves. It only evolves for
one thing.
For the vanilla. But it only evolves.
It turns the vanilla into a barrier card, which is really good, and also summons a card, which we're gonna see next, I think.
Yeah.
Or a little bit later.
No, probably a little bit later. But this is one of the.
Psyche.
This is the first part. Yeah,
this is the first part of Janemba from the movie. I remember.
Psyche Demon rocking out.
He turned into the fat guy.
How does he even evolve into those different things? Like,
it was like
so.
He fell into like some kind of dark energy or something, and like he turned evil. I don't know.
Jeez. Okay, when you play this card.
Oh, I like this. When you play this card, choose one.
Choose one.
Two
yes.
separate effects.
I love this.
They should print more of that.
This is why. This is one of the reasons why I like Magic a lot, because it gives me a lot of options with cards like that. They first printed them as commands, and now they actually have creatures that give you like different abilities here. So this is great. You could either look at the top 7 from your deck and choose one Janemba card among them and add it to your hand, then shuffle your deck, or look at up to one card from the bottom of your deck. Choose up to one Janemba card among them and add it to your hand. Then shuffle your deck. So you can get the Janemba from the bottom of your deck, or you can just look at the top 7 and get a Janemba. Yeah.
So that's what I see a lot of the whole Janemba engines like puts things at the bottom. So it won't shuffle your deck if you choose a second effect. It's pretty good. I want to see cards like this where it's choose one, but like on more generic stuff. That'd be pretty cool. And this one is the one that evolves into the 3-drop for 2 blue.
Yeah.
Cool.
So pretty cool.
Here's the Wish leader.
Yeah. So this is the blue.
Wish.
Is this a Shenron leader? Yeah, it is a blue Shenron leader. Yeah.
And it's Sun Gohan Adolescence.
Yep. So Sun Gohan leader, Saiyaman Gohan leader, first time
in the picture, but not
in the picture. Yeah,
trait.
right. He's not.
Reason.
What? Why would you not put?
He's
it
like,
in
he
the
doesn't have the hat on, so he's not
so
Saiyaman.
crazy.
He's just
Dude,
Gohan.
I guess. When this card attacks, gains 5k power for the duration of the turn. Then choose up to one Dragon Ball from your deck or life. Add it to your hand.
So he's a 15k on the unawakened side and pretty much draws a card, essentially.
Yes. When there are 7 Dragon Ball cards in your drop area, choose up to one Desire card in your drop area, add it to your hand, then flip.
All right.
Flips.
So he's still not Saiyaman. He's still Sun Gohan.
Still not Saiyaman.
Why? We were so close, guys.
He has the gloves on both sides. He just loses the glasses.
He loses the glasses.
This is like Marcel Russell, right? And then he goes to the finals and he's
take
like,
it off.
He's like, I gotta transform now.
Activate main.
Yes, activate main.
Yeah, 3 effects.
3 effects, which I love too. You know, having
this
option stuff.
So you can draw
almost
a card.
almost all of them have the whole like draw card, right?
And partner to draw a card, and then this one is a blue or black card, Desire cards. You can't play yellow, red, or green. So blue or black, you can play that for 0 once per turn, but you forfeit the rest of the other options. And the last one, which is the big finisher, is remove all 7 Dragon Balls from the drop area, from the game, so don't even go to your warp, and then choose 3 energy, untap them, and this leader gets 15k power and critical for the duration of the turn. So he becomes a 30k crit leader, and now we can reference back to that 2-drop Desire card.
Yeah, let's go back to...
That restands your leader.
Restand the leader.
Wow.
So restand your leader, 2 30k attacks. Critical.
Yeah.
Coming at you.
And what did you think of an addition to
Monaka.
that? Monaka.
Monaka for
Give
double
your leader
strike.
double strike for the whole turn.
So you're restanding 3 energy, right? So with that 3 energy, you already can do Call of Justice
you can do
and
more
Monaka.
stuff. You're a blue leader. You can run Sensu Beans and Unyieldings. You can probably play like 2 or 3 Call of Justice in one turn.
Yes.
Your leader just wins you the game. 30k double striker. That's powerful.
Yeah.
They can't Mafuba that.
They cannot Mafuba your leader.
Yeah, they can't Mafuba your leader.
That's why it's so powerful. But speaking on it a little bit more, Gogeta, if your leader card's Gogeta here with this card, you got a Feat Kamehameha. Congrats,
yeah,
Gogeta leaders.
Let's go.
Gogeta leaders, you got your own Feat Kamehameha. Very cool card. 1 energy, 15k power.
I love
and
these
critical.
character cards.
No, yeah, they're great because think about it. Why would you do one of these that give plus 10k power? At that point, I'd rather just play cards like Unbreakable Son Goku and like the free summon Gohans. But now you have cards that actually give you a reason to have a card like an event, which is like terrible in most scenarios.
But the event is combo power.
Yes, it's combo power. So that's what I feel like is good, and it's like one of their main moves, right? So Soul Punisher for Gogeta, that's a main move, so he's using it, right?
So for signature move, people like the game like, hey guys, you like Gogeta leader, look, this is his card for him. Remember this from the movie?
Yeah,
Soul Punisher?
this is one of his attacks, and then your Gogeta leader's using it because you can't just use Soul Punisher in a Vegeta deck or something, you know? Like, so it's great.
It's like, what do you mean? Goku never steals people's moves.
This is so great.
Right,
so,
King Kai?
I love it. I love it. King Yema, Soul Supervisor.
So this is the entrance to heaven or hell.
Yes.
Right?
When you play this card, you may choose 2 non-black battle cards from your opponent's drop area and place them at the bottom of your opponent's deck in any order.
So he revives people, essentially. He goes into your opponent's discard pile
and you draw a
puts
card.
them back to their deck. So it's a 2-drop draw card.
Yeah.
Okay. But it makes them have less cards in their discard pile. So it's like, you're going to spark next turn? Nah. We make cards go back into your
That's
deck.
true. I didn't think about that. It also gets rid of some battle cards that they may need to combo or something, right? Or against a Janemba leader. You're just Janema's at the bottom of your deck? No, it's not anymore.
Wait, yeah, it's not at the bottom of your deck because you put 2 different cards in the bottom of your deck. That's the tech card, guys. If Janemba ever gets crazy, put this in your deck.
Yeah, just put this guy in your deck. Seems really cool. I like that card.
That sounds like some Yu-Gi-Oh stuff.
It's gonna be some sideboard
stuff.
stuff.
That should be in your discard pile, and you special summon or something. Nah, put it back.
Exactly. South Kai, Keeping Watch.
15k blocker.
15k blocker for 2, I guess. Right. Sure. Sure Strike, Son Gohan. Sure. Auto, once per turn, when this card attacks, choose up to 1 Dragon Ball card from your deck and place it in your drop area, then shuffle your deck.
Okay, so this is your awakening tool for which Gohan.
Yeah, if you placed a Dragon Ball card in your drop area, choose one of your opponent's battle cards, return it to the owner's hand, and if that card had an original cost of 3 or less, switch this card to active mode.
What?
Sweet. I mean, the autos...
It could potentially be...
But the auto's once per turn. No, the auto's once per turn.
Yeah, but dual attack.
Yeah, but dual attack. Yeah. Or just stand it up so that it doesn't get taken down next turn.
Interesting. So you can keep trying to awaken, all that stuff.
Yep.
And then 19k power. So, nice, interesting, weird
19k is, yeah, I love it.
Oh, look at Trunks.
Key barrage.
So he's
Trunks.
a 10k, so he's probably the fusion piece, right?
Yep. When you play this card, you choose 1 card in your life and add it to your hand. If you do, choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards and return it to its owner's hand.
So this is like, early game removal if they put a big threat on the board. Get rid of it. But it goes back to their hand, so it's not gone forever.
Yeah, no, it's not gone forever, but Blue has this theme of putting cards back to the hand. So
yeah, they started doing that after a while. Like Oob Leader, send it back to your hand. Oof.
Perfect.
Interesting.
This is the Super Saiyan Son Goku that we were talking about.
Yeah, his name is like specifically Super Saiyan Son Goku at the top, so that's how you can evolve into the 4-drop one.
And it's 2 power 20k.
My shoes, man, I gotta sell them.
Shu, you have officially gotten power crept.
I mean,
well, no, actually, because Dimension...
2 blue specified.
The thing is, with Shu, I think the reason why it's played is with the Dimension support trunks, and Dimension support trunks only.
This works with the Dimension trunks.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
It's not 15k or less?
No, it's just 2-drop or less.
Are you sure?
2-drop or less vanillas.
What?
My shoes, man. Why?
That is so crazy.
Yeah, so... But this is 2 specified blue, I guess. Yeah, whatever. It's pretty easy to get.
What?
I like it. It has Gogeta in the leader. Gogeta in the picture, doesn't it? So this might be for fusion pieces if you guys feel like it.
Yeah, it's going to be fusion pieces, especially with the Vegeta. That should be next. Oof.
Oh, there it is.
Super Saiyan Vegeta. And, yeah, same thing. 2 energy, 20k.
And they made a lot of 3-drop 30ks. So the power scaling in this game is changing a little bit.
Yeah, if you're playing vanillas, you should get rewarded for it, for sure. It should not have the same power level.
You should card with card text. That makes no sense.
Yeah, that would make no sense. Deadly Defender Vegeta, barrier permanent during your opponent's turn. If your leader card is blue and this card is in rest mode, your opponent's cards cannot attack leader cards, and this card gains plus 5
minus 5
power.
Minus.
Oh, and minus 5k. I'm sorry.
So
I was about to say what?
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. So it's a more fair version of Vegito.
Yes.
Because they did it for every color.
They did do this
including
for every
blue, which is funny. This is the card that comes off the 4-drop. Remember, he said evolve for 1 over Super Saiyan Goku, and find this card from your deck and put it in play.
Ah, this is the card. Okay, so I thought it was summoning the vanilla.
So it's a 4-drop that's a 20k, but you evolve for like 1 energy, and then summons this from your deck. So you have 2 barrier cards, and they're both Vegeta and Goku. Ready for some Potara fusion.
You're ready for some Potara fusioning. Oh, yeah, because you got a barrier, dude, that your opponent has to attack towards. And then
you have to attack it. Yeah. The only reason why it's minus 5k is to balance it out, because it'll be a 3-drop version of Vegeta, too strong.
Yeah, then there's no reason for every deck to play these, and then your leader just goes from 15 to 20 always.
Yeah, and they're just beamed all the time for no reason. That'll be too strong. It's also very fair because it's 20k offensively and 15k defensively. So that's kind of like the odd number thing that we're trying to like think about, like how it's a reverse of that. Like if you're a leader, if your card is 19k, you're 15k power worth attacking, but you're 20k defensively. So this is the opposite, where you're 20k offensively, but you're 15 defensively.
Yeah.
The barrier is broken. So
very cool. I like that there's a way to cheat this into play.
Yeah.
Vexing outcome. Veku. I didn't know that this was a failed fusion. I thought it was a failed fusion of the Gotenks.
Yeah, Gotenks. No, Gotenks. Look, see, Goku,
yeah,
Vegeta,
Goku and Vegeta. Yeah. That's so fun.
So this is Union Fusion for 1. So that's really cheap, but it's a 10k power card, so it's pretty useless. Just like in the movie, I guess. Place this card in your drop area. Choose up to one of each blue Super Saiyan Son Goku and Super Saiyan Vegeta. So that's the vanilla cards. It's name specific. You have to get those specific.
Yeah, the brackets are going to be able to tell you
like character name, and there's character traits, all that stuff. Look in the rule book for that, all that stuff.
Yeah, the keywords and stuff.
When you fusion with it, it finds those 2 from the deck and put it in your hand. So it's like undoing the fusion, I guess. Okay. Because you kill him, so they unfuse and they come back to your hand. And if you do that, you draw a card. So I guess it's just deck search. I don't know. Whatever.
It's also 2 energy, 1 energy. It's a 1 energy 10k. It's a 1 plus 10k.
Oh, so 1 plus 10k for 2. What? This card is a weird. It's so fat. All right, guys.
This card is just purely a troll, and
it's like Mighty Mask for Goku's and Vegeta's. Pretty cool.
I guess. Place this card. Oh yeah, because you can just summon it. Oh okay, yeah, you can just summon it. Because it keeps throwing me off because it's Union Fusion for 1. And I was like, why would I ever give up 2 cards?
Yeah, why would I fusion to defuse them anyways? I don't. Whatever.
That makes no sense.
This is Mighty Mask, but yeah, pretty much.
That's the troll part of this card, but it's awesome. I love it.
So it draws you 2 cards. Pretty cool.
Sweet.
Play it, destroy it, draw 2 cards from your deck.
Westkai Keeping Watch. It's an actual card. I've never seen this card. This character, I guess.
Yeah, all the... Like, you know how there's South Kai, East Kai, West Kai for
I've never seen
Earth.
This one specifically, though.
This is the same thing, but for, King Kais.
When you combo with this card, choose up to one card in your opponent's combo area and return it to his owner's hand. Wow. So Jacko just got...
Jacko, but a 1-drop blocker, flexibility. Okay.
The card's insane. Yeah, it's a barrier. No, it's not a blocker. It's a barrier. It's just barrier.
It's barrier?
Yeah, it's just barrier.
Okay, well, I probably would just still use it in my hand to combo with it.
Is this just better than Jocko?
No, it's just Jocko again. Jocko pretty much is the same thing.
But you can actually play this card. Well, I guess, yeah.
Why would you play a 1-drop 5k? Why would you hardcast it?
Yeah, I mean, it's got barrier. If it had blocker, like you said, that would have been great.
Yeah, because it would be like a kind of negate flexibility there.
Yeah, that would be just so much better.
Cool.
But whatever.
So yeah, that was the last blue spoiler.
That's it, guys. That is the blue spoilers for now. Thank you for bearing through that. That was a lot of cards. Yeah. Like I said, go join the page. Pro Play Games, Miami Dragon Ball Super Players, a.k.a. facebook.com/groups/PPG DBS.
We should talk about the errata.